As a member of the Global Forum, the British Virgin Islands is currently being reviewed by a peer review group of the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development to ascertain the quality of the territory's legal and regulatory framework for the exchange of information. The Global Forum on Transparency and Exchange of Information for Tax Purposes is the multilateral framework within which work in the area of tax transparency and exchange of information is carried out by over 100 jurisdictions, including the BVI, with all jurisdictions participating on an equal basis. The forum is charged with in-depth monitoring and peer review of the implementation of the international standards of transparency and exchange of information for tax purposes. According to Premier and Minister for Finance, Honorable Ralph O'Neill, who issued a statement on the review, in July of this year, the BVI was one of several countries assessed by the peer review group to establish that the requisite elements for the exchange of information under the framework were in place. However, the Premier stated that the peer group took issue with three elements, namely accounting records, access powers, and the effectiveness of the exchange mechanisms. And it was agreed that the BVI should submit its supplementary report at the next peer review group meeting, which takes place on September 18th. It is expected that the amendments made in July would be considered at that time. And the Premier said he has every reason to be confident that the peer review group will determine that sufficient elements are in place to allow the BVI to move to the second phase of the review by the next sitting of the Global Forum scheduled for October.